All right, this is David Brox here with the Turner Lady Bears, Coach Britney Hendrix.
Yes. I'm first year head coach here at Turner High, and these are my players. I got junior Tajane Edwards, junior Essence Haygood, senior Alicia Navarez, junior Sierra Ayala, and junior Fatima Torres.
So just kind of start us off, give us a little rundown about your background, where you're from, and how you got to landed here at Turner.
I am from Towanda, Kansas, just east of Wichita, and I have coached middle school through high school, and started out right out of college at a 2A high school right outside of Wichita, and progressed up to a 4A high school, and been assistant coach for several years, and moved on to a 5A high school as well, down in Arc City, and then wanted something a little bit bigger and wanted into the bigger city, and seen my opportunity here at Turner High coming up here to Kansas City.
So the girls basketball at Turner, we speak openly, it's been a challenge, I guess, overall in terms of getting wins and stuff like that.
Yes.
And so talk a little bit about taking that over, kind of killing that old mindset of how things were and what they're going to be in the future.
Last year was my first year here at Turner, and I had the opportunity to be an assistant coach, and was able to experience those challenges firsthand as an assistant. And when the opportunity presented itself to be head coach, I seen with all of that what I was able to do, and was able to take that on. And I wanted the opportunity to be able to change all of that, change that mindset, and was happy to do that. So
What are some of the things? I mean, obviously getting a year to be able to observe it, but what are some of the first things that you wanted to change and kind of put your own mold as the new head coach on the team?
First and foremost was definitely that mindset, getting outside of that. Well, we are Turner, and that, like you said, the history behind girls basketball program and it not being successful, and so because we have the talent. And it was just getting these girls to see that we have the talent and being able to play above our name, and for them to step on the floor without saying, well, here's just another loss. And for them to see, and for them to be able to have the confidence in themselves, for them to step on the floor and know that, hey, this is a game that, we can win, and for them to see and have that confidence in themselves, and to play with that confidence every night that they step on the floor, and to know that any night on any given day that anybody can win a ball game, and that to represent Turner in a positive way, and to be able to have the opportunity to get inside their heads, not only just with skill, but inside to build their confidence, and to play with pride with Turner on their jerseys and stuff. So
Essence, talk a little bit about some of the differences you've seen in the program here as coaches taking over from what you've seen years past. You can pull that mic over. Just kind of some of the differences that you've seen so far from previous years into this year.
Well, we definitely have more confidence, and I'm glad that we have more people actually trying out for Turner basketball, because I would say when I was a freshman, we really didn't have as many. So, yeah, just confidence-wise, I guess.
So talk a little bit about some of the goals that you guys have as players. I mean, is it just as simple as getting that first win under your belt, or what do you guys do, goal-wise as a team?
Tajane actually just transferred here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So she's a first year here. So
Well, okay, maybe share a little bit about where you're from and your playing background.
I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, but we moved to Manhattan when I was like 6, and then we came back here this year, and this is my first year playing at Turner.
Okay. Manhattan's a great city. I'm a K-State grad. So, Alicia, I know you've probably been at school a few years now with your sister. Talk about some of that transition that you see and some of the goals that you guys want to set as players.
This year, I feel like we do have a lot more confidence than we did last year. Last year, we kind of went into the mindset that we're just going to go in and try as hard as we can and see what the outcome will be. But this year, I feel like we have more of like confidence where we like can build up to where like we can actually fight for it like we want it. And last year we just never had that mindset. So I'm really happy that for my senior year we actually have people that want to fight for it and not just play to play or have a letter.
So, Sierra, so talk about some of the other players you guys have on the team, and who should we be looking out for, besides this group we have up here?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
What other players have you seen, through early practice and the early games that are going to step up and help you guys this year?
I feel like everybody that's still on the team is to who to look out for, because we don't have as many players now as we started with. I feel like the players we have now are the ones that want to be here, and I feel like everybody should look out for all of them.
So, do you guys talk to other girls within the school as well to kind of say maybe things are different this year? New coach, maybe you're out recruiting and encouraging other girls to come out and play on the team? Or, is that just as a goal something you guys are a little bit more vocal in the school about getting other people to come out and play?
Yeah. Wait, what was the question?
Well, I'm just speaking in terms of just the overall, the atmosphere around the program. Is it more positive this year than in previous years to where you would encourage other girls to come out and play with you guys?
Yeah, definitely. There's been more people this year that came to try out than last year. There's a lot more girls.
So, Coach, talk a little bit about how you got to build from scratch. You're not a small town where I don't know how involved. You got Turner, probably middle school. Are you getting involved in talking to some of the middle school coaches too to kind of have an idea of what you're going to have coming into the future?
Most definitely. We have a whole new coaching staff all around. Like I said, we have 2 new middle school coaches this year, and as well as my 2 assistants are all new this year. So it's actually really great to be able to start a brand new foundation this year, and we're working firsthand with them. We ran our team camp this year with middle school and 8th grade because we don't have a 7th grade program in Turner. And one that really hurts us in a lot of ways because that puts us a year behind versus majority of the teams that we play that have 7th and 8th grade programs. We're working with our rec department as well to do team camps. We did a clinic back in November, boys and girls clinic with our boys team on a Saturday that included all of our elementary kids and things like that, working firsthand with our rec, wanting to do a coaches clinic with our rec coaches, hoping to get them to coach the proper forms and techniques with our kids there, because
you go so far as to say even a playbook and I guess style of play that you will want them to have once they get to high school. How would you describe your style and what you're going to want this team to look like?
I definitely want to be a defensive and scrappy team. We got some very quick and athletic girls because we don't have a lot of size, so we don't match up size-wise with a bunch of people in our league. We have a league that is known to have some very big girls, and we don't have that in Turner. So if we can, outrun them and defensively out-scrap them and things like that, then, that's how we're going to be able to compete in our league. So, by getting in shape, by jumping out and getting on the ball and playing some heavy defense and pressuring the ball and things like that, that's how we're going to be able to compete in the KVL. So, we're all about being able to push and try to get out in front and things like that, and that's my style of play. And we'll get there. We had a big improvement from our first game to our second game. Even though the score doesn't show it, Coach right here will attest to. He's seen our games. Game 1 wasn't near as what we wanted it to be, but from game 1 to game 2, we made huge improvements defensively. Offensively, we're not quite there yet, but we'll get there. But defensively, we made a huge improvement, and where that's going to be our main focus, that's, I couldn't have been more proud of my girls.
So you got a lot of underclassmen here. A young team. How important is that in terms of trying to install what you want to do and maybe get them while they're young and then have a couple of years with them as opposed to some seniors?
Yes, yeah, and we actually didn't make any cuts this year, and we had 43 girls at tryouts, and which for ending the season last year was 17 girls at Turner. That was my goal this year, to not make any cuts, because I knew that we needed to have a strong, solid foundation going forward. And with having out of those, we had 16 freshmen, and we have 3 seniors this year. One of them's out with a concussion right now, but we have a real strong, solid core, and you know, we are going to be somebody to compete with for sure this year, but years to come, you know, we can only go up. So I can't be more proud of this group, and you know, can't be more excited to see what the future holds for us.
I kind of asked the players, but what do you set goal wise for? Do you just try to improve each game, or are you actually setting, like, do you tell the team you want to win the league, or where do you go from there when you're starting so low?
Oh, well, I definitely have team goals for sure. There's individual goals for them, of course. We at the beginning of the year, I of course wrote out my list, and of course ultimately, you know, winning league, winning state, you know, all those things would be, you know, but we definitely got to start a little bit at a time. We play in the Washington tournament every year, and last year we could have won it, and this year we are even better than we were last year, and there's no reason why we can't win it this year. And so we're pretty pumped, and right now our goal is to win Tuesday night versus Bishop Ward, and there's no reason why we can't do that. The girls are extremely excited about that, and
She's real excited about it.
yeah, exactly. And so that's a very competitive game for us every year, and our girls would consider that, you know, probably our rival team. And based off of, you know, our improvements from last Monday night's game to last Thursday's game, and, you know, to continue to make those improvements game to game, you know, we're excited for Tuesday and for what that has to hold for us.
So, Essence, what are your early impressions of Coach and what you think of her style so far?
Well, first of all, I love Coach Hendrix. Like, not just as a coach, like, you can always go to her for stuff. Like, and I think her, like, style of us this year is gonna be like I'm like not like talking about the other coaches, but I just like how she takes care of stuff, and like the travel gear, we actually feel like a team now because we have travel gear. We're like getting a lot more new stuff to like bring our confidence up, because last year we really didn't have all of that, so we already didn't even feel like a team because we really didn't even have anything last year. So.
Well, I'm excited to like have you a coach be engaged, because I've reached out a few times, obviously. So if you guys could just be real good about sending results, good or bad, we want to share them on our website as well.
You betcha.
I hope I get to come see a game too, so
Oh,
come
we'd
take
love to
some
have ya.
picture of you guys. So
We would love to have you.
I wish you guys nothing but the best this year, and good luck to you as a head coach.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for
Appreciate ya.
joining us.
Thank you.